I got my hat on sideways this morning. It's early, early, early anyway. Um, let's see. Okay. Anywho, good morning. I don't want to spend a lot of time on here this morning, but I wanted to talk about something. I encourage you guys to use this time in self quarantine to really reflect on yourself. Um, Not others, but yourself. And I say that with much respect. I've. How do I say this? And again, I'm speaking from experience. I've come to watch a couple videos where people um, are talking about, others, the judgment and the treatment of others. And I always try to encourage people to really, especially this during this time of quarantine, right? To we must get to a point where we, I'm not going to say get over those past situations, but stop looking for confirmation from other people that you were done wrong. Um, Stop looking for um, um, you know confirmation from people, pity from people, just a pat on the back. Use this time, and I say this respectfully, and I again, I'm speaking from my own personal experience and how unhealthy it is to keep dwelling on what someone did to you 2 and 3 months ago, last week, 2 seconds ago, a year ago, 3 and 4 months, whatever. I encourage people to work on themselves during this time of quarantine and work on your own self judgment, work on your own, um, you putting yourself down because I fell into a habit of this too. Always, not really always, but going through the process of being hurt, um, of continuously talking to people, right? Continuously talking to people, or continuously, making videos. Again, I found myself doing this, and I realized that it was not healthy mentally, emotionally, physically, or whatever. To continue to continue to um concern yourself um about things of your past, things that you feel as though how people treated you, how people did you wrong. I think again, during this self quarantine, take the time to um you know like keep the focus. So let me tell you guys something. Dwelling on what someone did to you, I learned this the hard way a month ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 seconds ago. Continuously talking about it with people, continuously looking for um confirmation, this and that, how you were done wrong and what this person did to you, and you feel like you were being judged by that person. But I'm here to tell you guys, we are our worst critics. That's just and I aggravated myself doing it. After a while, God revealed to me that I had to stop doing it. I did it here. I came on here a couple of times, and I felt the need to talk about, how I was, who did this to me, and they did that to me, and who I was as a person, and making a point to tell people I'm not going to allow people to do this to me. Don't let people do that to you, and this. Meanwhile, you guys, I was getting off YouTube, I was getting off the phone with people, and I was beating myself up. So we can't keep talking about what other people are doing to us and how other people are judging us and all this stuff about others, if we're not willing to work on ourselves, and if we're not willing to work on the judgment that we put on ourselves. I'm going to tell you something. I still believe this. It's so much power in the tongue. It's so much power in our minds. It's so much power in what we speak. It's so much power in what we think. And again, I'm guilty of this too. Remember, I talked about laying around talking about No one's ever going to love me, and no one's going to like me because of this, and no one's going to love me for that. Yeah, I probably am a piece of shit or whatever, whatever. And that's why a person treated me that way, and this. And you don't get anywhere like that. Like, it's time to like really like, and I say you all, not us, because I believe personally, and this is not to take shots at anybody or diss anybody, I really come from a good place. We have got to pull out of that mentality of self pity and looking for confirmation for others and looking for a pat on the back, about what people are allegedly doing to us, had done to us, or this is this. We got to pull out of that mentality and really take accountability as well. You know what I'm saying? For the stuff that we've done to ourselves. We are our own worst critics. I know personally there was time where I gave myself a pathetic self-pity party. When it was when and I'm saying this about myself. These are the things that I experienced, and that's why I encourage other people to pull yourself out of the mentality. Because I'm gonna tell you guys something too. I learned this too. When we consistently look for confirmation, when we consistently look for, you know, uh um come on God, come on Jesus, come on Jesus, come on Jesus, come in, come in. When we consistently look for, quote unquote, you know, I hate the word, use the word pity, but when we continue to look for, just oh, this person did this to me, that person did this to me, and this, and it, pull yourself out of that. Just pull yourself out of that mentality. It took me a minute to pull myself out of that mentality, because every time I got on the phone with someone, every time I had a conversation with someone, it was about something that somebody, oh my God, this person did this to me, and then this, and it was I was so sad about this, and I was so sad about that, and it was when, and I'm saying this about myself. It was just when, and I'm gonna tell you guys something. I got tired of hearing myself talk about it, and like I said, when I was talking about it, it annoyed me, and I got in a situation. See, I have enough class, right? When I'm talking to people, and there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I'm not going to put up with anybody's judgment. I'm not going to put up with anybody treating me wrong, or taking my kindness for a weakness, or this. There's absolutely none. I'm speaking from my own experience. If we continuously look for confirmation and and pity in others to console us about things of the past, or things that don't move us. You know what I'm saying? It should move you. And I know it's easier said than done. I'm telling you guys, the struggle, I understand. The struggle is real. Pull out of that pity, looking for that pity mentality, looking for that other people confirmation, looking for other people to say, you know what, you're right, you're right, you're right. You know what, gosh, no, they shouldn't treat you like that. No, they shouldn't have done that to you. And then we turn around and we treat ourselves just as bad. Get out of that mentality of looking for confirmation and looking for pity from people. And I don't mean pity in a negative way. I know that word comes off as being pity. I mean, like being really ugly. But I just encourage people to take this time in this quarantine to like really self reflect, and um like really dig deep and work on ourselves. Forget about what Laquanda did. Forget about what James did. I'm not saying, forget about it to the point where you're saying, I'm not saying that what those people did to you or how they treated you or whatever was okay. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that let that be part of your past so you can move on. Because from personal experience, the continuous of talking about the stuff that other people did to you, bringing that to a new relationship, to a new friendship, a new situation, especially when you're looking for a relationship, it's a major turnoff. It's a super major turn off. Yes, you should be able to say, hey, this is my past. This is what I went through. This is what I've come through. But it's not healthy for you to keep talking about the mistreatment and, oh my gosh, this person did that to me and they did this and wham, 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 wham. Trust me, I am guilty of it. And I was running myself into the ground with it. I talked about it so much that I'm not going to say that I started to believe that stuff, but it just dwelled within me. Oh, well, you know, and then after a while, especially with people that suffer from like depression, anxieties, and all that other stuff, excuse me, after a while, sometimes I think with some people it's a formality and you're so used to the pity party, you're so just and I say these things with respect because that is what it is, a pity party, looking for confirmation. Again, I am guilty of it. Looking for all these things in other people, and then we turn around and treat ourselves the same way. And then we get to the point where we start believing. Some of us start believing that we deserve that treatment or was something that we did wrong or I'm telling you, your own judgment, your own the way that we judge ourselves and put ourselves down and 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 the way we treat ourselves is far worse than anybody can ever treat us. And I think that right now, especially during this quarantine, that is what we need to work on. And I say this respectfully. Stop dwelling on what Chiquita did and James did and Quanda and Becky and Bill Bob and all those other people, and focus on how we can improve ourselves and how we can treat ourselves better and how we can pamper ourselves and how we can change our mindset to say, hey, I know that I'm a good person, but yeah, I have flaws. These are the things that I need to work on. Because I'm going to tell you something, the raw truth is there are some people that will never change. They're always going to be mean. They're always going to be nasty. They're always going to be judgmental. They're always going to feel however they feel about you. And we got to pull out of that mentality of allowing that stuff to control us. Well, we keep feeling the need to talk about it again. I am guilty of it. Just know your love, know yourself, know your self worth. Like, come on, y'all. Like, we got to pull out of that that crap. Like, let me tell you guys something. I exhausted myself with that. Like, I'm on some real stuff right now. I like exhausted myself. Like, do you ever, I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad that I got to this point. I'm glad I'm where I'm at. I'm glad that I look it back and I'm just like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? Like, you know, now I literally remember I was telling you guys, people ask me, well, how'd you get over this and how'd you get over that? And I keep trying to tell people you can train your mind to do certain things and feel a certain way and this. And I'm just express the desperation that I need for you guys, me, part of me too, to pull out of this pity ass mentality of what somebody did to you or what they said to you or how, you know, they judge you because sometimes, sweethearts, ladies and gentlemen, that's just who those people are. And the best thing you can do is just move yourself away from those people and just be like, okay, it happened. You know, I was hurt by it, but you know what? Forget them. Forget about them, And let me tell you something. There's a lot of power in continuously speaking on negative things, continuously talking about continuously talking about negative things. So again, self-reflection. Always keep the focus on yourself. We have to work on ourselves because we do send out this energy. I noticed that too. We send out this energy, and those people that are those type of people who like to judge people, who like to, just be mean and nasty for no reason and use people and all the other stuff, when we continuously um speak about those things, yeah, I think there's some type of like radar that attracts. Like, I saw something the other day that completely broke my heart. And I'm never a person. right? To ever tell a person what they should talk about on their YouTube or what they should talk about on their blog. So I actually use like different blog spots more than I use YouTube's. Yeah, I say YouTube's with the S, YouTube. And um I am not the type of person to ever come on a person's page and one troll a person, just to be mean and negative to a person, and most of all tell a person what they should and what they should not talk about on their page. But I will caution people and on their blog spots too, because I seen this and it was so sad. It was just really, really sad where on a blog spot, um I have a couple stories. One, I seen some, and this person really went into depth about who they were and this and this. And then when they followed about who they were, they talked about their mistreatment. And I was like, I was thinking to myself, that's really deep. But then I thought to myself, because of the type of person I am, I always encourage people that when you're talking about yourself and talking about, who you are and your mistreatment and your abuse and stuff like that, to try to, even if you don't feel this way, because I'm going to tell you, people are so sneaky, right? Try to follow it up with completing that story with something positive that happened to you. For a person, like this is an example. And when I think about, and I haven't had this conversation with this other person. One is a female, one is a guy. What I'm talking about now is a guy. I was on this website and I was reading someone's profile, and in the profile, this person again talked about, hi, I'm whoever. I'm a really nice person, and this is where I'm from, A, B, and C. Um, this, and this, and then the person went on to talk about how they were mistreated, and it was just left like that. And I'm gonna tell you about mean and nasty people. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like really get into what it was about without like trying to really tell too much. This person introduced itself. Again, they told about themselves, I'm this person, this. And then in their profile, and this is where it was sad to me because I thought about all the ugly and nasty people out here that are going to take advantage of this person saying that. And following them introducing herself and talking about themselves, this person was like, I'm a really nice person and I have a lot to offer. And people tend to mistreat me and, cheat on me. And they just went through this list of all the things that people are, they went through all the list of things that people did to them. And I thought to myself, that's a no, 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 no. Because even though we feel like, it's like this. I'm going to give you guys an example, okay? Because I need you to understand what I'm talking about. And I need you guys as people, as human beings to stop doing this because I don't want to have to fuck nobody up for you. But anyway, again, say I like this. I'm Kim, and I'm a mom. I'm just giving you an example. I'm a mom. This, and most of my relationships, people just cheated on me and they lied to me, and they would sneak out on me and go, see other women on me, and I just go through this whole list of what someone did to me. And even though I'm being, this is not true. Even though I'm being transparent and I'm telling people who people are, who I am and what's happened to me. Do you know the negative impact that will have on me? Even though I feel as though I'm being transparent and I'm pouring myself out and I'm letting people know, hey, because the person kept saying, hey, I'm a good person. I don't know why I'm always, being mistreated and cheated on and this. And I thought to myself, that's why. You guys wait, listen to what I'm saying. People are such, I don't know. People are just vultures. I'm trying to describe what type of people these people like this are, where they take the misfortune and they take, all the stuff that you've gone through and, all the stuff that, they take your misfortune, your abuse and all that other stuff, and they boil it up and they sit and they sink and they soak and they analyze it and they think how they're going to do the same thing to you. And most of the time they do it by coming off as being so nice and so sweet. And because I've again I speak from experience. I've had people do this to me. And with me being so open and transparent, I'm learning to tone it down and just not be so transparent, because we are living in a time where people are just very devious. And they'll come and they'll say stuff like, um, you look like you really could use someone to talk to. I saw your video or I read your podcast. Because, like I said, y'all, I'm all over. I am a writer. So I like typing and writing. And, I get made fun of that. But what people don't know is that I'm very artsy and artistic. People will joke all the time. Yeah, girl, you send an email, you send a whole book, you send a text, and this and this. Yes, I do. I'm very proud of it. I'm very, self explanatory. I'm a thinker. I'm artsy. I'm a writer. So I do those things. But getting back to what I was talking about, um, giving too much information, giving too much of ourselves, especially the things that we've gone through. I've learned, and I encourage you guys to kind of to wait, to kind of fill people out, because from my personal experience, when I go into it and I'm introducing myself and I'm talking to people about who I am. And some people will ask you, well, are you still friends with your ex? Tell me about ex situations and this and this. And because I'm transparent, I would just, well, this is, what happened, or I had a relationship and this and this. And unfortunately, it is really hard to really tell like who has good intentions nowadays and who don't. But I learned to kind of like withhold some things in talking to people, because again, people will take that and they will just, like I said, analyze it and be like, she talked about, or he talked about, um most of the relationships, they were mistreated, or they were verbally abused, and they were cheated on, and this and this. So what is it about them? I need to figure out what it is about them, um that it's causing this to happen. Or because most people are on get over. I'm not going to say everybody, y'all, but how can I manipulate this person? Or, um, you know, what can I do, or what can I say? Because I've known people like that. Oh yeah, he or she do whatever I say. Yeah, I know it's all good. I can go spend my $100 because I know such and such stupid. They just going to give me the money and this, and then you end up in a situation where you're being mistreated all over again. And I'm just saying it's really hard for me to explain without like really telling the whole situation of what happened to this person. Because this person is one of my subscribers, and I'm not going to be doing all of that. And really, really nice guy. And I just encourage people again to self reflect. Try to let go of looking for confirmation it is from other people about how someone did you wrong, and work on how we're doing ourselves wrong and how we can improve. Like I told you guys, to walk in front of the mirror every day and say that I'm wonderful. Good morning, whatever name. Me, good morning, Kim. Ooh, you're beautiful. You're great. You're wonderful. You're inspiring. You know, and try not to focus so much on the negative things that people have said to you, or the negative treatment that other that you've endured from other people, um and focus on how we can I guess like really build ourselves up, so that type of stuff really don't affect us. And be cautious. I'm not saying don't do it, because I never tell a person what they put on their blog. Because you guys know I'm on WordPress. I'm on. Someone introduced me to another website for like writers called Something Rhymes. Um, but I just encourage you to to make sure that when you are being transparent and you are talking about who you are and the things that you've experienced in life, because you never know who you're talking to try to add in there, even if it's not true. I'm going to give y'all a little tip. Even if it's not true, even if you don't feel this way, because you never know who you're talking to. try to end that situation with confidence and you know, so you know what I'm saying, like self-worth to the point to where you're not being arrogant, but like this. So we're saying like this, I'm Kim, and um I'm blah 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 blah, and in the past I've had issues with people, being not being sincere to me, or this and this. Um, but I'm over that, and whatever. If you're a religious person, spiritual person, whatever, um, I just encourage you to try to end those interviews or whatever it is, even your vlogs, which is video, and your blogs typing with something positive. And what would I say at the end of revealing, talking about who I am, and my mistreatment or whatever, because it's going to come up. Um, I would say something in effect like, but I'm good now. God gives me clarity. He gives me discernment. I just ask God for, to reveal people to me, or just, try to, when you are talking to people and you're talking about all your pain and your abuse and this and this, to try to show some type of, what is the word? What is the word that I'm looking for? Excuse me. That you can stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that you can stand up for yourself. You're hip. You're not, you're not green, as they say, or easy or whatever, and all those, words that the younger generation uses. A lot of personnel that you do have confidence, and that you do, you can spot one, somebody's trying to get over. You understand what I'm saying? Like trying to, try to get over you or something like that. I learned the hard way about leaving myself open. Oh, I'm Kim, and this is what ABC did to me, and this is it. I'm so sad. Because I noticed that a couple other people after that were like, hmm, because they were bad people too. So their game was, oh, I ain't like that. I ain't gonna do that to you, or I don't. I put my all into it, or I ain't that. And you guys, they were exactly that or worse. So now I am very aggressive when meeting people. I again, remember I told you guys I always ask God for clarity and all that other stuff. I'd be like, God, if it's not meant for you, if it's not in your will for me, then allow me to keep it moving. Like, help me out. You know what I'm saying? And it's working. I feel as though it's been working. God, give me a sign, a video, some music, a TV show. Let me know off the top, because I don't want to go through that. Spend another 2 and 3 years and 2 years and 6 months and 7 months, you know, you know, just how we are. You know how I am. You know how you're giving your all to somebody who didn't deserve it, or didn't, receive it, or want to receive it, knew they wasn't um, going to receive it. So God, just give me clarity, give me a sign, or whatever, whatever. And I'm so happy that nowadays, right away, y'all, like right away, uh it's right away, y'all. Oh my god, like right away. Like I told you guys the other day, I was on the phone with somebody, and as soon as I got on the phone with this person, I started talking to this person. Something about them agitated me, and I ended up having to say some things to this person and hang up and block this person on all major platforms. And I'm not even a social media person, but I've just encourage you guys to be careful. I'm not telling you what to do, because that's nothing. I'm never going to say you shouldn't talk about this on your vlogs. Shouldn't talk about this on your vlogs, your channels, your podcasts. I'm never going to do that. I just encourage people to, that when you are talking and you are telling about yourself, to try to leave whatever you're talking about, like with like your shoulders and your head hung high, because you never know who you're talking to, and people will try to take advantage of that. When, like I said, when I saw that person's profile, and they were talking about it, and they put in there, how they usually are cheated on, and this, and I was just like, poor thing, poor thing, poor thing, poor thing. Because out of the, 10 people that probably read that person's profile, three of them right now are thinking about how they can get over on this person because they know that information about that person. They know that this person is, because that's what the person said. They usually get cheated on and mistreated, and this. So 10 people watched. Well, not 10 people watched. 10 people read that detailed information that this person had in their portfolio, and I can guarantee, unfortunately, at least three people out of the 10 that read that are like, this person says they're usually, mistreated and cheated on, and they give their all, but they still get treated on, and this, and this. They're sitting there thinking, how could I benefit from that? And it's sad that you can't, be open. I just encourage people that when you're on social medias like this and vlog spots, and see, this is a thing too. I'm gonna keep it real. See, me, God forgive me, I don't give two flying F's what people think. And when I tell you this, I mean it. I don't care if you think I'm fat, skinny, bald, tall, short, ugly, illiterate. I don't care. The only person, I keep saying persons because I'm being provoked by spirit to say persons. The only person's um judgment that I'm worried about is my heavenly father's judgment. I'm sorry. But when you are a person that deals in emotions, because I used to be that person. I used to always worry about who thought this about me, or who thought this, or why did it. I used to try to change my ways. Not change my ways, but change myself for people and change the way I talk for people and change this. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I know that I'm a great person. I know that, each and every day that there's something that I can work on. There's something that I can do better. I know that I have enough class to say I'm not perfect. I know I can be an asshole. I know there's things that I need to work on, but see, I have enough class to say that. I'm not looking to act like that I'm perfect or looking for any pity from anybody because I know that my ass is a whole trip out here. We all are. We all can be. But again, I just encourage people to just be careful when you're talking about who you are and where you've been and what people have done to you and this. And when you're doing that, ask whoever you pray to, Allah, God, um, baby Jesus, and which I think is a silly. I know that this is not nice for me to say. I have people who, when they talk, they'll say stuff like, and Jesus is a grown man, right? They'll say stuff like, "Yeah, girl, I pray to baby Jesus every day." What? And I'm just like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay." That's something else because I thought Jesus grew up. But anyway, all jokes aside, though, just like I encourage you to be careful, especially when it's one thing to talk to someone face to face about who you are and this, but it's another thing where you're on this big, wide world web of saying, yeah, I'm this person, this, and I suffer from this and this, and people cheat on me, and I've been judged by others, and this, because again, for those 10 people that read your vlog, that read your blog, saw your vlog, and saw that, three of those are thinking of how they can get over on you. And I don't want to have to go F nobody up in your behalf, in y'all's behalf, okay? Because it will. I don't play that. I don't like to see people get over on people. I don't like to see mistreatment of people. I don't like to see people use people. I don't play those type of games. I've had it done to me. I'm sure I've done it to people. I have, it's not cool. It's never cool. It's never a good look. It's never cool. But anyway, I believe that my ride is here. I'm getting ready to go out for a couple of minutes, and I encourage you guys just to self reflect and work on your self worth and work on your self respect. Stop beating yourself up. And I am available if you need me. I promise. I'm answering the phone. I have a really, really upset stomach right now. I'm drinking lemonade but it has that vinegar stuff mixed in it, and it's kind of making me feel kind of but anyway, I'm here if you need me. I come from a good place. I'm only speaking from personal experiences, and this is this self-reflect. Try not to worry about or look for whatever and what everybody else is doing to you, and you're beating yourself up just as bad. You know, you are worthy. You are enough. You are loved. You have people that love you, even if it doesn't feel like it. You are you are amazing. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You are charismatic. You are charming. You all of those wonderful things that God created you to be. And I thank you guys, and I love you for your support. And just keep doing your best. And you guys have a make it a great day. And I'll talk to you guys later. I love you guys for real. Bye.